Hello Foxglove friends, I'm Rosalind. Welcome to today's spiritual guidance reading from me. This is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance. So I just wanted to talk about the fact that we have got such a lot of big deal planetary action going on. So Pluto went into retrograde on the 9th of October, which was Wednesday. It has done that before. It's gone retrograde into Capricorn, but what that means is it's going to give us a really big push to clear anything else that we don't need in our life, because at the end of this month, at the end of October 2024, it is going to be going into Aquarius. So it's going to be in Capricorn now for the last time during our lifetime. And Capricorn goes from structure. Capricorn's more based on structure and control, whereas Aquarius is all about liberation. So we've got lots of shifts and changes coming in overall for society as a whole. I want to see what shifts and changes are coming in for you. So what is this pushing you to release? What is this pushing you to change? What is no longer needed in your life, so that you can step into a happier, healthier, more higher vibrational frequency of living? If you want to look at the cards, I'm going to put those on next, and you can go straight to the description and click on the timestamp and it will take you to your reading. If you do like today's reading, please click on like and subscribe. It helps to grow my channel. The information I've got about the astrology bits is from the Abundology podcast with Renee Spears, which I'll put in the description so that you can have a look at that directly as well, because I'm not an astrologer. I am a master practitioner of neurolinguistic programming. I do all sorts of holistic healing, spiritual guidance, mentoring, different psychological therapies and life coaching. So there's all sorts you can work with me on. Basically, if you've got any problem, we can look at the spiritual, mental, emotional and 3D and energetic version of what's going on, and we can sort it out. And you can do that by getting in touch with me either through my website, which is www.foxglovecoaching.com, or through the Buy Me a Coffee link, which is in my description again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy your reading. Take care. Goodbye. Okie dokie, so let's have a look which cards pop out for you. So, Spirit, please can we have a card for pile 1 about what is Pluto in retrograde doing for pile 1. We've got a hummingbird. The winds beneath your wings are shifting, and if you don't pay attention, you may lose flight. Wow, that's pile 1. Spirit, can we have a card for pile 2, please, about what Pluto in retrograde is doing for them? We've got roses. So that's showing up. The soft petal felt upon your flesh is ready to release her thorns. Wow. Put that there. And then pile 3. What is Pluto in retrograde doing for you? Sun tea. Slow, intentional, delicious interweaving with life holds more magic than you think. That's pile 3. So just take a few moments to take some deep breaths to tune into your subconscious and unconscious mind and your intuition. And then I'll just give you a few seconds so you can choose which card you want, and then pop to the timestamps in the description and they'll be there for you. Hello, Pile 1. Welcome to today's reading. This is Foxglove Coaching, Spiritual Guidance, and I am Rosalind, and I'm so pleased that you are here today. So, what is happening for you with Pluto going into retrograde? Well, either something isn't quite right for you, and you're needing to shift and change and be flexible, or something is moving and evolving at a really fast pace and you're needing to be more flexible. So hummingbirds are such lovely, beautiful beings, and they can go really far, but they can change direction in an instant. They're so fast and they can flit around so quickly. Yes, that was a little Luna joining in there. She'd love to chase a hummingbird. It says, the winds beneath your wings are shifting. If you don't pay attention, you may lose flight. So you might need to simplify what's going on in your life so that you can cope with everything that's going on. And this is a time where you need to make sure that you're taking good care of yourself. Otherwise, you might get lost in the speed at which everything's about to move. But I want to look further into what is it that's evolving or that you're needing to shift and change around. So as I said, over the period of this time till the end of October, we are going to be pushed to really move forward in life in a big way. The universe is going to give us some big pushes, and this will all be for the overall benefit of society and for you as an individual. But sometimes things can get a little bit tough and confusing along the way. So let's see if we can make this easier and smoother for you so that it's more of a joy, because hummingbirds enjoy the speed and the movement and the shifts and the turns. Spirit, for pile 1, what is evolving? Oh, it's your wishes coming true. So that's the 9 of Cups. So something is happening that's absolutely fantastic and wonderful. But sometimes, that's scary. So sometimes everything we wish for, if it comes to fruition, we then suddenly go, oh my goodness, I can't actually quite cope with this. And it can be a lot, especially if it happens fast. Spirit, what else is going on for pile 1, please? Okay, so might be in a relationship. So maybe I say might be. So this is the Lover's card. It can be about choices and decisions. So it might be about the fact that you're needing to make fast choices and decisions to enable you to have all your wishes coming true, or because your wishes are coming true. But the Lover's card quite clearly could be about lovers. So it might be about romantic relationships, that it's maybe something's come through and knocked you off your feet, knocked your socks off, because it's been so quickly. And what a difference a day makes, Foxglove friends. Things can change, well, like the hummingbird. Things can change direction in an instant. And as wonderful as that can be, it can also be terrifying sometimes. Right, Spirit, what else? Yeah, so this is possibly a person who's come in who is quite logical or has really got it together, maybe shamanic. The mountains might be involved location-wise, but there's a lot of wisdom and a lot of stuff going on from a mental perspective, as in a lot of thinking. Or so somebody's been thinking, maybe you're too overthinking as well. You've maybe been trying to make intelligent and wise decisions about your future. So trying to do the sensible thing. Let's just see what else there is. So Spirit, I think there could be a fear of being manipulated because it's going so fast, and so you may be trying to be in your headspace a little bit about this, to apply some logic because of the speed of things. Spirit, what else has been going on for Pal? One, please. Yeah, so Ace of Swords is all about clarity. And again, being in your headspace about things. So you've maybe... Sometimes when something knocks our socks off in this way, if a dream comes true, and our wishes come true, it can actually bring a lot of clarity about everything else, because we can get what we want, and all of a sudden we look around us and we go, why have I been settling for less or putting up with certain behaviours or, from other people? It can really give us, because when things come in at this speed, sometimes it can give us instant clarification about everything else we've been muddled about. Okay, so good. So let's have a look then. What are you releasing? Spirit, what is pile 1 releasing as part of this process, as part of Pluto being in retrograde? What is Pluto releasing? What are you releasing, pile 1? Snowflakes. Every moment is a sacred gift, a blessing you shouldn't take for granted. Okie dokie. So this is basically asking you to make sure you stay grounded. And look, I don't know if you can see there because it's hidden in a way, but there's 2 swans. Swans mate for life. So this is really positive, and each snowflake is so unique. So it's important to recognise that everything you've been through has been a unique moment, and things won't be the same again. That's what I want to say to you. So release anything from your past, because this isn't going to be the same as anything that has been before. But also try to take time to enjoy each individual moment of what is going on here, even though it's going really fast, because each moment won't happen again, so just enjoy it as much as you can as a blessing from Spirit. Let me just see what else there is. Spirit, what else is being released? It's just popped up here that it's like when you've got children, sometimes you need to enjoy each as much as you can about their youth and their childhood, because once it's gone, it's gone. So just make sure that you are taking moments to enjoy, and the moments that are passing. Do you see what I mean? Because once they're gone, they're gone. Spirit, what else is pile 1 releasing, please? Oh. So it says, wake up, dear one. From the slumber you find comfort in. The truth is seeking those ready to acknowledge it. So you're releasing, I want to say, illusions and patterns, repeat patterns. What is happening now is going to change everything so that you're living a new life. You're not going to keep repeating the same patterns from the past. This is different, pile 1. So I want you to feel comfortable in the fact that you don't have, like I just said with that, really, you don't have to worry that this is going to be the same as things that have happened in the past. But it is like a wake up to your soul. And it says the truth is seeking those ready to acknowledge it. Well, sometimes when we have a little soul wake up, when we do the awakening, a lot can come up from the deeper depths of who we are, because our psyche goes, is it the same as what's been before? Is it the same? Am I going to get hurt again? You know, is it going to be a repeat of what I've already experienced? And if those things come up, I would recommend healing them, either by seeing, a therapist, or speaking to somebody you trust about it. You can always work with me. I do psychological therapies. We can do a spiritual guidance, one-to-one reading. There's holistic healing. I do all sorts of things. So you can work with me on that. Just have a look at what's in my description. But this is saying that patterns are not going to be repeated. So you're letting go of old patterns, which is absolutely wonderful. So, Spirit, what are you bringing in? What's being brought in to bring pile one more happiness, please? Other than, like your soulmate. Spirit, and your wish is coming true if it's not a relationship, that's coming in, if it's to do with decisions and things. But to be honest, I'm pretty sure it's to do with relationships for most of you. This is a general reading though, pile one, so do take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Spirit, what is coming in to bring pile one more happiness, please? Lemonade. Make the most of your situation by opening your mind to the new possibilities. So, my lovely Foxglove friends, please try to stay in the positive rather than the negative. Look at things on the lighter side rather than the darker side. If things go a little bit wonky along the way, make the best of them and enjoy the moments. It is your choice to be happy. You don't have to cling on to anything that happens that's a problem. You can actually go, okay, well, that was a problem, but what is it doing for me? How is it helping me to have a better life? Or laugh it off. Enjoy what's given to you in all ways, because each experience in life is a blessing of being alive. Spirit, what else? And sometimes the lemons in life help us to improve and have positive connections, because somebody might help you turn those lemons into lemonade. I want to say that to you too. Spirit, what is being brought in to help pile one have more happiness in life? And maybe this new person, if it is a relationship reading, will help you to see the positives in life where you've previously seen the negatives, is what I also want to say. Clear quartz, the embrace of the shadows is gently lifting. Light is needed now to nourish you. Oh, how lovely. So part of clear quartz, this may be about healing, but it does tend to increase your energy. It can shed light onto shadow areas. But this is telling you that where life has been difficult, it's now going to start to get easier. The hardships that you've been through, almost like if there's been any depression over you, or a gloom, or you've just felt not as uplifted in life as you'd have liked to have been, it's now lifting so that you can have more joy and happiness and peace. What an absolute gift. Now I want to get some advice cards for you. So let's give these a little shuffle. I really like how clear this reading is for you, Pile 1. So although things might be busy and flighting about and flitting about and, feel overwhelming, there's a very clear message that this is good. Enjoy the moment. Look for the best in difficult situations. Recognise that this is not a repeat of the past, because things are getting better. Now then, we've got oodles. I'm having them. I'm going to go with it. Let in what you're asking for. So you've been asking and wishing for this, Pile 1. So enjoy it. This is your gift from heaven, if you like. Enjoy when life is good. Experience and acknowledge and appreciate the beautiful moments. We've got hand out compliments freely. So this is I tend to feel like this is about sharing the love. If you're having a nice time, or even if you're not having a nice time, it helps to open you up. Helps to open your heart space, helps for you to look for the positives in other people, to be on the positive, kind, caring and compassionate side, rather than competitive, judgmental, or envious or jealous or anything like that. Step into the helping people to feel happier. So we've got challenge helps us clarify what we want. Yes, so as part of this experience that you're having now, if there are difficulties that arise, if you get some lemons, this can actually help you to show what your boundaries are. It can help to show what your needs are. It can help you to know who you are. Because quite often we bumble along through life and we don't really acknowledge what we love, what we don't like, what we do like, all these things. We just sort of do it without thinking about it. Whereas when somebody comes in closer into our world, particularly in a more intimate kind of way, we suddenly have to consider, what do we like and what don't we like? Because they want to know. They want to know who you are. And also, they might do things, even if it's wonderful, they might do things that you don't like. Because everybody's human. No matter how much that it's your, perfect person, they're still going to knock you off sometimes. Just putting that out there, Pile 1. But those are the points where you go, okay, this, if we can communicate effectively, talk about this, state what matters to each other, and what's important to each other, then it can just make you grow even stronger. Oh, sorry, I hadn't even looked. And the next one is because you matter. Yes. So make sure that you equally matter in this relationship. What you want is important. What you need is important. So this is, I like this. It's making sense. I can see. Let's get the last one out so we can see what Spirit is saying, because it's all making positive sense as a story. So this one says, it is never too late. Can I fit that on there? Not really. Let's pop that sort of there. That's maybe a bit better. It's never too late. So you might have expected that this just wasn't going to happen. Maybe you'd given up hope. But it's happening, Pile 1. So there's a lot going on psychologically for you, emotionally for you. You've got a lot of speed to what's happening for you. Enjoy it as best you can. Know that you are worth this. You are worthy of experiencing this. Somebody can see you as you are, and you can, they want you. And why not? You are unique. There's nobody else like you in the whole entire world. So I want to get one more card for you, just as a final. Can I have a final concluding card for pile 1, please, Spirit? Final concluding card for pile 1. I do like the energy of this, and I feel for you, because I feel like your emotions might be all over the shop and you're trying to stay in your head about things properly, but enjoy the ride and open your heart, knowing that this isn't the same as things that have been before. You've gone through experiences and you're wiser now. It says farmer's market, so this is the concluding card. So I love the fact that this is such a cheery looking card with an abundance of nourishment and, you know, all different colours in there. Oh, there now, Luna Boo Boo. Remember to distinguish abundance from wholeness. Choose wisely and intentionally. That's very interesting, isn't it? Let's put that there for a minute. So, what it's saying is that, well, for starters, it might be relevant for you to grow your own veg. That might just be a sideline message on this. But what it's saying is, if you're not sure what choice to make, ensure that you tune into your intuition. So while things are so busy and there's so much going on, not all choices and opinions are going to be right for you. They're not all going to give the right outcome. So in the whirl of busyness, it's important to take some nice deep breaths and allow yourself to just tune into what feels right for you, not for anybody else. Make choices that are right for you, because then you won't go wrong. You'll be following, inner guidance from your spirit guides, maybe the whispers of your ancestors. Just allow that. And the yellow trousers represent intuition. You might need to spend a bit of more time doing things like meditation or gardening or just being in nature, so that you can make sure that you're fully connected to yourself and to spirit and to source. Okay, so thank you for watching Pile 1. If you liked this and it resonated, please do click on the like and subscribe button. It helps to grow my channel so I can help more people. I hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hello, Pal 2. Welcome to today's reading with me, Rosalind. This is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance, and this is the card you have picked for your reading today. So, interestingly, well, we're looking at what is happening for you as part of Pluto going retrograde into Capricorn over the next few weeks, until the end of October. And this card is all about steadfast relationships generally. So it may be a romantic partner, or it might be a friendship, or it might be a union with yourself where you're learning to trust yourself more. But it's about a slower paced, grounded, secure connection, which is interesting. And given that we're looking at what's also being released, there is a releasing ceremony as part of this card in the book that says that you can put some rose petals into a bath and work with the energy of rose, which does actually help to open your heart space. And really, roses are very representative of love. And then you put a bit of honey in the bath to bring in sweetness into your life. And you allow yourself to work with the energy of rose to release anything that no longer serves you in a very gentle and kind way. So I feel like there's a great deal of gentle groundedness to this card. Now I'm going to have a look in more detail at what's been going on for you, pal, too. It's interesting because as the energy changes for each pile, I even want to talk to you in a different way to the way I spoke to pal 2. I feel you need more nurturing, and maybe there's been some grief in your life, or sadness, and almost you possibly in need of a bit of a hug and some care and some compassion. So, Spirit, what has been going on for pal 2, please? So we've got the 4 of Pentacles, where there's possibly been some worry about money or trying to save money. Oh, and there's this one tends to be where there's been some deceit or somebody has tricked you. So maybe somebody has tried to trick you out of your money or tried to take things that don't belong to them, whether it's emotionally or from a materialistic perspective. Interesting. So we've got the King of Wands there. Let me just get a final card and then I'll get an understanding of the full story. And then we've got the 5 of Swords. Oh, it has been a tricky time for you, hasn't it, pal 2? There's been confrontation and conflict, whether that's within you, but I feel like maybe somebody has there's been trust issues where people have maybe not acted in the right way towards you. There's maybe been some where you've felt hurt, or there's maybe been conflict. You've maybe been guarded about your energy or not wanting to share elements of yourself with other people or with this person because of what's happening. Perhaps you've been really open and or trying to start a new business or trying to start a new project, and it's not gone the way in which you wanted it to, or people haven't behaved in a way that you were hoping they would, when you've actually been quite keen to be proactive or wanting to start something new. And it's ended up where folks just haven't been as open-hearted or as honest or as decent as part of this process as you were hoping they would be. Now let's have a look, pal 2. What are you releasing? What is this doing for you? Because it will be doing something for you, Spirit, at a soul level. It will be either bringing you lessons or saving you from something that was going to keep you suppressed and not actually give you as much as you wanted in life. What is this doing for pal 2, please? Okay, so we've got Winter Woodlands, and it says, take time to honour what you feel. Self-compassion is the healing balm you desire. So with whatever has happened, it's important that you honour your emotions. Honour the emotions that are coming up. Don't just ignore them and brush them off. If there's something that you're uncomfortable with and there's been behaviours that you're not happy with, honour them. Quite often, so I had a really great conversation with my very nice friend Lynn actually last night, in which we've both had something come up where sometimes you kind of ignore the feelings because you feel like you're being petty or you're making a big fuss over nothing. But any feelings that you get are there to serve you. They are there because your soul is going, or your ego is going, I've experienced this before, I don't feel happy about it, or this isn't the direction I want to go in. You know, there's all sorts of information from the emotions that come up. So if things don't feel right, you are fully entitled to act on them. And that doesn't need to be in a big dramatic way. It's just in a way that honours you, to make sure that you matter as well. So if you don't like something, don't agree to it, or feel free to step out of a situation that you don't feel comfortable with. And this is part of, so what is being released really is things that are causing you any emotional discomfort, so that you matter more. So it's letting go. What's being released is the habit of suppressing old emotions and suppressing information that's coming through that's meant to serve you. It's about honouring yourself more. Spirit, I want a bit more. Let's have a look. What else? What else is Pile 2 letting go of, please? I hope that makes sense to you, Pile 2. That's quite an important message there. That it's letting go of an old way of being so that you are more compassionate towards yourself. Just as compassionate as you would be to anybody else. But treat yourself as if you matter. Be kind to yourself. Above all else, really, because who's going to live this life other than you? This is your experience to have, so why not be nice to you? Spirit, what else is Pile 2 letting go of, please? Okay, so we've got cinnamon rolls, warm my heart, all deserving comfort readies my heart. So I think, again, I feel like it's telling me what's being brought in to show me what is being let go of. So it's kind of bringing in comfort and kindness towards yourself so that you aren't left out in the cold of your own doing, in a way, so that you know you're not left out there like that little sheep and its lamb. Bring those in. You know, bring that in to you. And the cinnamon, from a food perspective, you might be letting go of foods that aren't so healthy for you, or letting go of judgment about what foods you're eating so that you can feel happier. And again, it's all about more kindness and compassion towards yourself. So we're going to do now, Spirit, what is coming in for Pile 2 to make them feel happier? Because as we're going through this process with Pluto retrograde in Capricorn, it's all about clearing out what isn't right for us so that we can be happier and more joyful and live in a lighter energetic frequency, if you like. Spirit, what is being brought in for Pile 2? Ooh, rewild. This one came up last night in my spiritual development group as well. Let your soul's garden grow wild, setting yourself free and allowing mysteries to surprise you. So one of the things that Pluto going into Aquarius at the start of November will do is it's liberating. So this whole process you're going through now is to help to liberate you from restraints so that you can be, look at that, so you can be happier and freer and less contained, so that you can be creative and all that you are, and so that you can let go of control and have fun and just enjoy everything that the world's got to offer. That's really, really nice. I like that. So that your soul can thrive rather than survive. Spirit, what else is coming in for Pile 2 that's going to make them happier? Spirit, what else is going on for pile 2 that's going to make them happier? You've got a big shift coming from the energy that you've just been in that's felt difficult, a challenge, a slog. People are discontented and just guarded, and your heart's been shielded, you know, all of that. You're going from this, where these two people look so similar, where this person has got her hair, you know, contained. I mean, she looks beautiful, but it's all contained in this. She's holding on to things that are of value and of worth to her, guarding them. She's looking away. She's got her eyes closed. Everything is shut off. And you're opening up to this, where your arms are open, your heart is kind of, you know, pushing out to the sun to allow the light come in. The hair is free flowing and wild, and where you were in a desert kind of land, you're now in a wonderful, abundantly green and beautiful place. Just wanted to say that. I couldn't help it, just mention that. Spirit. That's going to be you see. That's what's coming. Woohoo, pal 2. Woohoo. If this is your pal, do give me a woohoo in the comments section. That would be jolly nice. Right, so pal 2. Oh, my little lovely Foxglove friends, you are worthy of having the woohoo-ness. Silence the noise that strips you out of your peace. So you might need to get used to adjusting to the fact that you are worthy, and you are worthy of having everything lovely. So we've got there's such a little story going on here, which is really, really good. You are worthy of recognising your emotions. You are worthy of having all the good, warm, heartfelt things in life, of treating yourself to a beautiful wreath that goes on the door. I say this because it took me a lot to treat myself to the most wonderful autumnal wreath that is on my door. But you are worthy of having nice things, of treating yourself to nice things, of having everything that's warm and heartfelt in life, including being nice to yourself, including seeing yourself just as you are and fully accepting that you are a beautiful and really wonderful, unique person. So just as things shift and change, just recognise any of the little voices that come up in your mind that are taking you back to being in this situation where you're not listening to your feelings so much, and you may be trying to limit yourself or keeping your heart closed because you think that's the right way to be, or it's what you've been used to. It's the way you've been used to living. And allow yourself to be, I always want to say, a child of God. And it doesn't matter what religion you are. What I'm trying to convey is that you allow yourself to be fully and unconditionally loved by Source, by God, by the universe, by your guides, by your ancestors. So this lovely hug that you need right now, allow yourself to receive that from the universe by knowing that you're stepping into a time that is joyful, that is happy, that is free, that is provided for, and you deserve it. Let me get you some advice, as if we need any more advice. But, you know, I've got to do the same as I do for the other piles, or else it won't be fair. So, I have just given you a lot of advice there, but there's always more. So let's see then, Spirit, what are we saying? Oh, in fact, how interestingly, I've just specifically picked up the story of the person who wrote these cards, which is Rachel Durchslag, an absolutely wonderful, lovely lady, very gifted and as a therapist and a wonderful friend. She's in Asheville, North Carolina, where the hurricanes have been, and she'll be working with other people to help rebuild Asheville. So a big shout out to Rachel, and I really hope she's doing okay. But this is her story of how she created these cards, which I use and I put in the comment in the description section. So I want you to consider what your story is. Where have you been? Reflect on where you have been. I'm going to put that there because that is important. In fact, I'm going to read this story to you, is what I'm getting from Spirit. So if this carries on a bit long, I do apologise, but I think it's important. I'll try and read it quickly. So it says, a few years ago, I was riding my motorbike through the northeast while listening to the words of the amazing Buddhist teacher Tara Brach. In her lecture, Tara was highlighting a beautiful ritual between her and her husband in which they look at each other and say, "This moment." Riding through the gorgeous countryside, feeling the wind and gratitude for my surroundings, I was struck by these words. I began to reflect on how often I miss this moment because I am focusing on some challenge or disappointment. And so I decided that I would focus more on every moment and the gifts each one has to give. I created these cards to share what continues to help me embrace life fully and joyously. My hope is that these discovered truths will resonate with you, support you on your journey, and remind you that every moment is an incredible opportunity and a generous offering. So that is an important message for you, and I absolutely love that. Very interestingly, Pile 1 also got a message about making sure that they appreciate the moment, because things will never be the same as they are right now. Follow positive feelings is the other advice. So look for green lights. If something feels right, go with it, because it's going to lead you on your trail as a soul having a journey on this earth. Do it now. So whatever you want to do, don't think too hard about it. Just go ahead and do it, because this moment matters. See the world's beauty every day, which I feel ties into this moment story here. And then create a sacred space. Oh, I love this. I love doing a sacred space. So what you can do is you can set up, say like the top of a chest of drawers, or a little table, or even a seat that you sit in. So if you sit in the same seat every time you do a meditation, that does become quite a sacred space for you. So I sit in this same spot every time that I'm doing readings, generally, because what happens is the energy builds up there of the repeat pattern of what you're doing. And it kind of means that spirit, your ancestors, those who've passed over, your spirit guides, your power animals, everything that's coming in at an energetic level knows that when you sit down in that spot, you're ready to go, and it'll come through faster and faster all the time. But what you can do is you can put little offerings on there, you can put flowers on there, crystals, if there's a table or top of a chest of drawers or something. And it makes a space for you to actually connect, is what it's about. But also make your home and your being a sacred space. It's important that you recognise that you are sacred. Honour what you feel. Honour who you are. Honour your likes and dislikes. Honour what values you have, you know, what is important to you in life, and that will help you feel so much more whole, and also make life special, you know, which is important. I'm going to get just one more card as a concluding card for you, pile 2. I love these cards. I am officially obsessed. Sorry, I'm just going to show you really quickly. With the Seasons of the Witch cards. They are beautiful. They're going to be in... this isn't a paid promotion, by the way. I'm just telling you, I absolutely love them to bits, because look at that. Sparkly, sparkly. And then that one's got sparkly sides too. We like that. Now then, let me just... Can I have the final concluding card for pile 2, please? Oh, look at that. So we've got Sun Tea. Slow, intentional, delicious interweaving with life holds more magic than you think. Absolutely gorgeous. This ties in very much with the sacred space bit. So here she's almost making a sacred space, and there's a little yellow bird there. She's putting things on a table, taking time to be reflective about what she's doing, taking time to acknowledge what is special about these things. There's the snail there because they're going really slow. So slow down, honour you, honour your things, honour what you like in life, and treat yourself with compassion and bring in little rituals into life. It really, really helps you feel happily grounded into your existence. It gives you joy to take the time to honour and create rituals, whether that's like having a nice beautiful bubble bath on a Sunday evening where you get to relax and smell lovely scents of aromatherapy oils and things like that, or whether it's about having a little meditation for 15 minutes every morning, or going somewhere special with your dog on a certain day. You know, just repeat things in place that you can truly enjoy and that you can honour, because it will build, I don't know, it builds a joy in you and happiness. Thank you so much for watching pile 2. If you liked this reading, please do click on the like button. It helps to grow my channel, and subscribe if you can. And I hope to see you another time. If you want to work with me directly, do have a look in the description section. There's all sorts of information in there about what I do, and how you can get in contact with me. And have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to today's reading. I'm Rosalind, and this is Foxglove Coaching Spiritual Guidance. And today we are looking at what Pluto retrograde in Capricorn is doing for you. What are you releasing? What's going on now? What's coming in to bring you more happiness? And then we'll get advice as well. Now, what's been interesting so far is that all the readings seem to be leading one onto the next. So I've literally just finished reading pile 3's card with this. Their reading has just finished with this card, which is so interesting. So I wonder if it's everybody's in different stages that are leading on to one another. Anyway, so pile 3. This is a lovely, gorgeous card to start off with. So this is saying to you, and you may be already doing this, but it's saying to you to slow down. It says slow, intentional, delicious interweaving with life holds more magic than you think. And it's very much about honouring your feelings, honouring your space, honouring the things that you like, taking time to build like a sacred space. So she's got a table here where she's putting things on it that mean something to her, and she's taking time to appreciate those things. So that's really nice. So I'm going to see what's been going on for you and see why Spirit's asking you to slow down and just to acknowledge your feelings and emotions. And there's a nice, gentle, slow feeling now. So you maybe need to get into that energy. You know, whether you make time to meditate on a regular basis, whether you make time to have some nice salt baths, to put rituals in place that are meaningful to you, whether even if it's just going to somewhere nice with your dog on a regular basis. So I've just finished, like I say, Pal 2 with that message. So let's see what's going on for you. Pal 3, how are we leading into this one? To what's been going on for Pal 3? Oh, this is a very fulfilling card, the King of Pentacles. This often shows that you've got everything that you need. We've got the Knight of Cups, which is very romantic, very heartfelt. Let me see what's going on. So, oh goodness me, Pal 3. You have got some lovely, lovely energy going on here, where it feels like the good times are here. So, but you feel trapped, or you're worrying about things. How interesting. So, what we've got, I'm going to read it as I see it. Obviously, I'll tell you what the character cards are in a minute in case they apply to certain people in your life. But generally what this says is that you've got everything you want in life. You've got a nice home. You might have a dog. I've got a dog. She's called Luna. Sometimes she barks, but I try to cut that out. You've found your soulmate. You've got a happy home and family. Everything is wonderful. Okay, as I'm saying this, I'm starting to understand. You might be worried about losing it. You know, when things are really, really good, sometimes we end up worrying that we're going to lose those things. Or we can feel like there's so much going on in our minds that we can't escape what's in our minds, even if things are generally really good. So people-wise, this is a character who has worked diligently to achieve what they've achieved in life. Maybe a father figure, or maybe somebody who's just been successful because they've worked steadily at what they've been trying to achieve in life. This character card tends to be a dreamer who's very romantic, who wants to sweep someone off their feet. It's very in their heart space. So that's, if those characters apply, I just want to put that out there because this is a general reading. So interestingly, this reminds me, actually, I'm going to say, of my dad and my brother at the minute, and that there's a happy home and family. They've both got people who really love them, but there's worries around that situation because of fears to do with losing certain things. So let me have a look what is going on for you, Pal 3. So what is Pluto retrograde Capricorn helping you to release now? What is, I suppose this is partly why it's coming up for you to slow down and do ritualistic repeat things that are nice in life, because if you've got this happy element going on here, there's nothing nicer than doing something on a regular basis, whether you all go out for breakfast on a Sunday morning, or whether at certain times of the year you always do the same thing with people you care about. It builds up those happy memories and really kind of anchors in strong connections to yourself and happiness and things like that. Spirit, what is pile 3 releasing? Oh, golly, look at that. Keening. I don't know what that means, but it looks like somebody, I feel like it's tying in with this. So maybe within you there's actually a lot of emotion that needs to be released. So even though things are going well, there's maybe pent up fears and anxieties, a dark night of the soul going on deep within you that you need to release so that you can enjoy this. So you can enjoy the good times, pile 3. Hold on for just a moment in time. Acknowledging before release and liberating what needs to be freed. Hold on for just a moment in time, acknowledging before release and liberating. Okay, so with what's going on here with the anxieties or the worries or these feelings and emotions that you don't necessarily want, that are niggling at you, acknowledge them before you emotionally erupt in any way. Pay attention to what is going on and acknowledge that they are something within you that needs healing. Be careful not to throw them about. So if it's, for example, if something's being triggered in you, actually it might be something from your past that isn't related to what's going on now at all. So you don't want to damage this good time by acting on something that isn't applicable to now. So there's a statement that I use in some of my readings called historical, or hysterical, which means that if you're having a reaction like this, or you're panicking about something, or there's these emotions going on within you that you don't want, it's probably because it's related to something that's happened in the past. And whatever is happening now, it's actually just pushing on that. So you aren't reacting to what's happening now, you're reacting to all the similar things that have happened in the past. So just bear that in mind, because it might be an overreaction to something that is happening now. But it'd be best if you could deal with it in a contained and supported way. So, maybe talk about it with somebody who knows how to deal with these things. Maybe see a therapist, so that you can comfortably free emotions that are no longer serving you. Now, you can work with me. I do something called timeline therapy, which gets rid of anger, sadness, fear, hurt and guilt without you having to go into those emotions. So it dissolves them from now all the way back through your timeline, so that you can be free of things from the past, so that they haven't got a hold over you. Just check out my information in the description of this video, and you can see how to get in contact with me. Spirit, what is going on for pile 3? What are they needing to release, or what are they releasing as part of Pluto retrograde Capricorn? So we've got Bloodstone here, And it says, closing your eyes to the truths of reality will only connect you with the illusions you have created. Interesting. So you're being asked to see the truth of things. Now, what I'd suggest is see the truth of things with compassion and care, and through the eyes of your heart space rather than your ego. So quite often we refuse to accept what is really going on or what is real because we don't want to see things that we believe are bad. However, they're not always bad. Each of us on this planet is human. We all have the good, the bad, and the ugly. And accepting someone as they are is such a gift. Accepting a situation as it is with true acknowledgement for if something is happening is actually a gift to yourself. So sometimes, I'm just giving you a few scenarios here because this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Sometimes if we have this notion about being that we are a good person, we don't always like to see what we perceive as being bad in somebody else. But that means we can deny the truth. Now that doesn't honour them and it doesn't honour you. And what you perceive as being bad, other people don't necessarily see that as being bad. I've had people constantly tell me how selfish they are without being apologetic about it. And I've denied that when they're telling me directly. I've gone, oh, no, you're not, because I've cared for them. And then in the end, it's bitten me in the booty because actually, yes, they are really selfish. And I've had it where people have told me that they're cowards. And I've gone, oh, no, you're not. And sometimes people will tell you directly, openly and honestly what they are, and you refuse to see it because you don't want it to be that way. You don't want that to be the truth because it sort of messes with the idea of somebody or a situation that you've got. This is one of the hardest things in the world, Pile 3, I want to say. I have seen people sit in marriages for 20 years because they won't accept the person as they actually are, and they've been in a distressed state for all of this time because they won't accept the person as they genuinely are. They keep hanging on to how the person was in the first 3 months of their relationship with hope that they will one day return to that person. Just things like that. So they're just examples, but as I say, you can work with me. If you want to work with me one-to-one, we can look at what that is specifically if you want to. What we're getting now? Oh, we're not doing any more of that. We're getting what? But anyway, you're releasing illusions. And that is wonderful. It's so empowering, Pile 3. So empowering. So, look, I'm going to say to you, a lot of this emotional stuff is probably coming up now for you because you're actually in a great place. Things are actually, you have happy, lovely things going on around you, which is why this is possibly coming up for you to release, because your psyche has gone, oh, we're in a safe place. Oh, I'm going to chuck this up there. Here you go, have this. Let's get rid of it. Because that's what your psyche does. It goes, I want to get rid of this now. Can we clear this and deal with it? Is it time? Because your psyche doesn't want you holding on to old stuff. You're meant to learn your lessons and move on. And then you can be happy and all is well. So, what I'm asking Spirit now as I'm shuffling these and talking to you is, what is coming in for you, Pile 3, to bring you more happiness? Oh, look at that. So that's wildflowers. When you allow yourself to imagine wildly Worlds of worlds are created. So this is about allowing your imagination to be free in a positive way. Instead of whittling and worrying about things, think about the potential shift from worrying and overanalyzing what's going on in life, shift into having thoughts of what you can create, what you can be, everything that you can do. Think artistically, think creatively, allow your mind. And that's what's coming in by clearing some of this stuff, which is going to happen because you Pluto retrograde Capricorn for the last time in our lifetimes is going to push us hard, pal 3, to kind of free ourselves from all these worries and illusions. And it is great. I've been here, my lovely Foxglove friends, and I am now here. So I do understand what you're going through. And it is possible to be here in this lovely space where your mind is free and thinking nice things and enjoying the world and enjoying everything around you. What else have we got coming in for pal 3, please, Spirit, that's going to bring them more happiness? Oh, look at that. Stargazing. I must admit, I love the song Stargazing by Miles Smith. That is absolutely awesome. Maybe one day Miles Smith will watch one of my readings and go, oh, I'm going to have a reading with her. Wouldn't that be nice? That's my creative thinking going on right there. Right, it takes a lot of courage to reach for the stars. Yes, it does, pal 3. To expand the self, but it is possible. What's coming in is for your mind to open up dramatically, for your mind to feel safer and freer, to step into a new way of being, a new happier and more anxiety-free way of being, to feel supported by the universe, by source, by spirit, by your ancestors, so that you can, open up to the potential of what the universe offers. It is possible. You may find yourself starting to make some big life changes because it's talking about you expanding energetically as a soul. So you are ready for more, pal 3. It does take courage to do it, but you have got the courage to do it. You have got the courage to face things and to progress and evolve. So that is absolutely fantastic, and that's pretty major, pal 3. As we get into Pluto going into Aquarius from November, it's all about liberation, and it feels like that is a big part of what's going on here. So you may change your career, you may change how you live your life in some way, you may change location. There's all sorts of things that you may take something that you've been practicing for a long time and start putting it out there without being afraid of how you're being seen. Whether it's art, whether it's anything, music, whether it's some sort of project that you do. It's saying to imagine, allow yourself to imagine or the potential of what you can be, and then you're going to take action to do it. And this is what is being brought in for you, pal 3. Right, let's get some advice. Make your exploration internal and external. Yes, I'd say that is very, very prevalent in this reading, because it's understanding you. It's observing what's going on within you rather than reacting to what's going on within you. Opening your mind to clearing out what was once within you and to what you can actually do in life now, because you're in a good position. In the 3D, I want to say, you are more than enough in the world. That is lovely. You are more than enough, Pile 3. Make your dreams and projects and plans come to life, because you matter. See the world's beauty every day. Yep. Here's where we are. So it's all about shifting from these uncomfortable emotions that you're having, letting go of those and moving away from those to see everything that's wonderful and good in your life and good in the world. Look for what's good in the world rather than, be careful. If you keep watching the news, if you keep buying into things. So one thing that's happened is I'm in the UK and my family are in North Carolina, and certainly with the hurricane that went through North Carolina, it's really hard not to keep watching the videos of the state of things over there. But I literally can't get over there at the minute for different reasons. I can't make an impact. All I can do is send healing energy, have phone calls with people to try and be supportive. There's those sorts of things that I can do. However, if I keep watching all these videos, it can really bring my energy down because I'm whittling and worrying about people. Whereas actually, if I look and I listen to the amount of help that's been given, Dolly Parton has sent $2 million to support the helping it to get back in a good state of repair, or a better state of repair, in Asheville and the North Carolina different areas that have got hit. I know there's loads of people have volunteered to go and help. There's really good, positive things taking place, and it's about seeing the positivity and how lovely things are in the world rather than focusing too much on the negative. And that is the shift that is going on for you here. It's never too late. Yeah, if there's something you want to do it now. It doesn't matter what age you get to. It doesn't matter where you are in life. You're still alive, folks. While you're alive, you can do it. Let's get one more advice card. Oh, heck, somehow this reading's gone on a little bit longer than I thought. I apologise for that. But hand out compliments freely. So make sure, again, that you're focusing. It's all about having a positive mindset. Be nice to people. Look for the good in them so that you're not negatively judging them, feeling competitive or jealous or envious. Positively look for the good in other people and tell them the good stuff, because everybody goes through times in their life where they don't feel that great about themselves, and giving a compliment is a very kind gift. I'm just getting a final conclusion card for you, Pile 3, and then we'll finish up. Heirloom tomatoes. I've never seen this card before. I don't know quite what it's talking about, but it sounds funny. So let's have a look. Enter into the depths of intimacy where the seeds of your desires will be nourished. Wow, Pile 3. I think that speaks volumes, really. Enter into the depths of intimacy where the seeds of your desires will be nourished. I'm going to leave that there for you to interpret as you like, actually, Pile 3. That's what I'm going to do, because I think that's lovely. Have a wonderful day. If this has resonated, please do click on like and subscribe. It helps to grow my channel and it helps you to come back. And why would you want to miss anything? There's so many good things going on. Thank you so much for watching. Lots of love to you, Foxglove friends. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Goodbye.